Just to give you an overview, we'll be discussing the discovery of it, the chemical structure, the traits of silicon, and the different uses in different industries. To begin, the discovery of it is pretty interesting. The person who discovered it name is Jonas Jacob. He was a Swedish chemist who was born in 1824. He discovered it by heating chips of potassium in a silica container. Then after, he washed off the residue and there was a form of silicon. Silicon chemical structure is as follows. It has 14 electrons and 4 electrons in its valence outer shell. So it has 4 valence electrons. It typically covalent bonds with other atoms around it. So it shares its valence electrons. Now we'll be discussing 4 different traits of silicon. The traits is as follows. The appearance of silicon is typically dark blue-gray with a brittle material of melastic luster. So it has a solid, definite shape, as you can see right here. It's a metalloid, so it's a semiconductor, and its density is 2.23 grams per centimeters. It is typically found in many different forms, such as silica, silicate, and silicon dioxide. It is typically found in the Earth's stratosphere, such as the Sun, stars, Earth's surface, and it also weighs 25% of the Earth's crust. So it can be found in a big abundance. So the pure form of silicon is pretty rare to find. It's usually found paired with other elements such as dioxide. And so if you want the purest form of silicon, you typically have to extract it from a chemical compound. Now we'll be discussing many different ways it can be found in many different industries. It can be found in the steelmaking process. So how this typically happens is silicon and iron is typically combined together. The silicon produces an electrical property that increases the electrical resistance of electrical powered devices. And what this does is silicon paired with iron decreases the magnetic properties of the iron, and this improves the performance of the electrical steels. Now we'll be discussing how it is used in the semiconductor industries. Semiconductor industries use silicon quite frequently, but they use it in the purest form, which is pretty hard to find. They use it in computer chips and microprocessors. They also use it as a modern transistors and integrated circuits. You're probably asking how this happens. Well, silicon has 4 valence electrons, so it has very few free electrons. And what these electrons do is they move around the silicon crystal, and this causes the crystal to have a good insulator and have very high value resistors. It's also used in the biomedical technology field. It is used in many different ways. It is used as an artificial implant in lamps. It is used as lasers. It is used in solar panels, silicone patches, waterproofing cars, instruments, and silicone-based sensors. It is also found in our skeleton system. In this presentation, We discussed the discovery of silicone. We discussed its chemical properties. We discussed its traits. And we discussed the different ways it is used in different industries. Thank you so much.